Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Air Check and Classic TV channel.
Thanks for the daily dose of humility that I get from JC about once a week. The ping pong table.
Sorry, buddy. You're getting better.
Just schooled again, you know? I mean,
I
don't know how you got so good at it.
I don't either.
It bothers me at night.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Just hand-eye coordination, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
so mine's not good.
In your face.
No, well, I play video games.
Yeah, who's played more
That's
video
my
games?
video games, probably.
Yeah, I don't play video games.
You don't play video
Dang
games.
it. So that's where I went wrong.
Yeah.
Crap.
That's where we
I
all
want to
went
get on
wrong.
that.
I played tennis, though. I was really good at tennis.
Oh, then you should be way
it would
better than me.
translate, but it doesn't
How
at
long
all.
ago was that, though?
It was a long time. But, JC, the first game you beat me, I think it was 21-11. Mm-hmm. And then the second game, I think it was a little closer. It was 21-11. And then the third game, I think, was 21-12.
Yeah.
And then I said, let's play to 11. And then we played to 21. And it was my highest total ever, 21-14. Mm-hmm. It's the most points I've ever got.
You know what, you
I said, let's play to 11. Let's play again to 11. And it was 21-10. And I'm like, let's play again to 21. And it was 21-11.
And then it was midnight.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm sitting there going, I should win. I don't think I should win, but I love it. It's fun. I've never
this little game and this little pad. It looks so simple.
And you sweat. It's a good workout.
I sweat. I've never enjoyed losing so much. I think it's like a breakthrough for me, Kelly.
That is, because you're not a loser.
If I
good loser, at least.
I lose, it's no fun no matter what it is. I could be doing the funnest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right? But if I came in second, I wouldn't enjoy it.
Right.
You could pick something that's totally cool that nobody ever gets to do, you know? Like, hey, we're going to go on the field and, you know, at Patriot Stadium and run a 100-yard dash down the middle of the field. That would be a cool thing. But if I came in second, I wouldn't enjoy it at all.
I'd hate it.
Yeah.
At least you got a little workout in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, they're retraining children now that losing's fine. Just as long as you had fun, as long as you gave it your best, it doesn't matter. You still get a ribbon.
I
or
always
a
hated that
trophy.
when I was little.
Yeah.
When my soccer coach was like, "It's all right." Tying's worse than losing, but still.
Caroline used to get self-esteem trophies, you know, like, all right, you showed up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Participation.
Yeah. And I don't like that trend. Maybe I'm manly. I don't know. I don't like that. I like to think that if Americans compete to win. Not to the point where we have psychological problems about it and we can't even play a board game with our friends, and that's where I was for a while.
Yeah, I had anger issues with my brother in board games growing up.
Yeah.
And see, my sister and I didn't play a whole lot of games.
Least competitive human being you'll ever meet.
Against
Matt.
each other. I mean, she was a girl. She's 5 years older than me. And we didn't. I didn't have an older brother, and my dad was working. So it was like, well, I really don't have a whole bunch of folks here at the house to compete with.
Oh, we would scream, fight, throw the board games. Oh, it was ugly. We were so competitive against each other.
Yeah.
There's a little test you can do, and I did it here on the show once, but you might have missed it, to find out how competitive somebody is.
I already forgot it.
Okay. You put something on the floor like this paper right here, okay?
Yeah.
And then you give them any other object like this pen. I've got a pink magic marker. It's a very nice highlighter, Shannon.
Yeah.
Pink highlighter. Let me try it. Oh, that's cool.
Focus.
Okay. You take this and you tell the contestant, whoever it is, you want to test their competitiveness. You say, okay, your job is to get this pink marker onto that paper. Okay? And they're like, okay, do I stand over here or stand? Say, those are the only rules. Get the pink marker onto the paper. And this is a psychological test. And they say the people that walk up and place it on the paper are not competitive
They got to
at all.
draw on it.
Not competitive at all.
But see, that goes against your theory with Big Al, though, because remember when his challenge was just to get across the canal? Mm-hmm. He could have just gotten a little boat and gone across. No, he's going to string up a rope, which he ended up never doing.
That was more of a mind power thing. That's the way he determined what's the easiest way.
He got an elastic band and tried to cross the canal.
Elastic. I thought it was a
That was to him.
Like,
that was
I'm out.
Yeah, the competitive person will step back at least 6 feet from the object they have to hit and try to throw it onto the paper.
You didn't make
It's more
it.
of a game.
Yeah, they'll turn it into a game or a competition. Mm-hmm. And that's what I would do, and I'm damaged because of that, you know, because I always want to win.
Because I always thought I was better than what I was. I went to school with these little white kids, and man, I was on the football field just dominating.
No, you
I
weren't.
was dominating, dude.
That's a lie. Don't perpetuate that lie. You have rewritten your own history to make you feel better.
That's like JC getting a 1300 on his SAT.
I'm not lying.
That's true.
Dominating.
I know in my experience I hate when teachers do this. They pick two kids and say, okay, you get to pick your teams, and you're always the last one standing there. Except me, I was always the first one picked because I was tall. I've been this tall since 5th grade. And then by the time it got to the end of the season, I was the last one. I was horrible at sports, just awful. And so I'm not going to rewrite history. And it's like I was always the first one picked.
I'm telling you, Kelly, I was bigger and I was good back then. I'm not saying I could go out and play right now, but back then I was good. I really was.
I just pulled up the football stats for St. Mark's High School football team, and it's a very rich white kid school, so they have the stats all listed from the last 20 years.
Wow.
Since its inception.
Yeah, and your name is you don't hold a single record, and they list like 10 across.
It's almost like you didn't go there.
So you're not even in the top 10 best receivers.
Records could probably be
or
wrong.
anything. I mean,
What'd you play, Al?
I was a receiver. I was running back too.
Oh, both.
Oh, you ran.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
Both. I was both.
Because you had such speed.
Al's fast.
I'm telling you.
All right, let's race.
Al's so fast that I beat him running backwards.
Al,
Yeah.
write down on here
All right.
the year that you had your best season.
How old you were.
Write down on there the year you had your best season. And
Let's see.
we'll just give that out to listeners, let them Google and see if they can find you anywhere on that football team in the game.
There has to be someone listening that actually went to school with you and played with you. And
I do believe they put the one big black kid on the team. I do believe that.
like me,
But
they
I
picked
believe
me.
that once they saw the mockery of a travesty of a sham you were
Let's
on the
just
field.
use him for intimidation and put a cast on his leg.
Did you-
I'm telling you, I was. This was back in the day.
I'm telling you, I was
This is
homecoming
back-
queen.
this was-
Because I said it. It's true.
And guys, there's a song about that called Glory Days with Bruce Springsteen. Guys are famous for that. Like, yeah, I did this and I did that. And I'm okay with that little white lie. If you want to glorify how great you were back in the day, that's fine, But Al, there comes a point where you keep saying it like it's fact.
Dude, it is. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
what grade did it go away?
It would go away.
Probably
Athletic.
Probably the
around
time he
my-
started.
Yeah, when did you lose all of your athletic ability? Was there an incident?
See, when I actually
Yeah, when he started dabbling in women's clothing.
when I actually graduated, when I graduated from a school that didn't have athletics. Because
Okay,
then
so
I
up
was
until
going-
then.
So you were so good that you transferred to a school that didn't have a football team.
Yeah, I was so good. Well, I mean, it had nothing to do with that. I was just going to a school for business. So I went to business magnet. But back then, dog, I mean, come on.
What grade did you stop playing?
Who was the quarterback that year?
God.
Yeah, I mean, you were catching balls
Is
from
it
him.
J.K. Walker? No? Let me see.
Okay, was it Jordan Westcott, Jensen Ackles?
Oh God,
He doesn't know. He doesn't know who that.
I don't even know who these
Name someone on the team.
Or Richard Linklater.
Dude, you're talking like 8th grade at that school.
So 8th grade's the last time you played organized sports.
10th grade.
that was-
He said St. Mark's, so I went
That was
with
10th grade?
10th grade's the last time you played organized sports.
At St. Mark's, I played it until the 8th grade.
So I have to find JV football statistics. You never even played varsity. You never played varsity football.
Skyline, dog. It's Skyline I did.
You played varsity football at Skyline
Okay,
High
go to
School.
Skyline.
They probably won't have the stats for that.
Yeah. Shouldn't be hard to find.
Oh yeah. You better hope it's hard to find.
Skyline.
Raiders.
You were good, huh?
Skyline Raiders.
I went to Skyline. I'd never heard of you. They have
You would
Larry
think.
Bird on the wall, and they have, I think, Michael Johnson.
Why do they
but
have
I
Larry
never
Bird?
Larry Johnson.
Whatever.
Larry
Yeah.
Johnson.
Larry
Put the
Johnson.
two together,
Oh,
whatever.
Larry Bird.
But
Larry
I've never
Johnson, the
seen,
running back?
I've never seen Al Mack on
Track
the
star.
wall.
Yeah, they probably took my trophies are probably back in the back.
Probably.
In the back.
Yeah.
What?
Searching Skyline High School and Al Mack, there is one document that does come up.
All right. Now we're talking.
It's a PDF. I'm loading that file now. It's
All
a
right.
year in review.
Here we go.
On plagiarism.
All right.
This should be
Read
excellent.
it and weep, baby.
Can't wait to hear what this
Come on.
turns out.
That's what I'm talking about. Finally, y'all gonna recognize the greatness that I've been trying to tell y'all about
Yeah, that's
all this time.
Skyline in Idaho you came up on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, there's another Al Mack out there. Maybe it's one with talent.
I bet he used to be athletic back in the day.
I did.
Why would you bet that?
I got no reason to lie to you.
Why?
I got no reason to lie to you.
Why would you bet? That's like saying I bet kid used to be really tall.
Town North YMCA.
It's just as
Dude.
likely
No,
that
I
I was
think-
6'7" as Al was a good athlete.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I can see
why-
him being
why
a
would you
little
not think
toned
that?
under that physique he
Why would you not
has
think
now.
that?
Al is toned. Al looks like he
Buff.
is an athlete.
Why would you not think that?
Wait, how fast did he
Because
run?
every single athletic thing we've ever done on the show in 13 years. You've come in last place every single time. What else do you want to know?
Okay.
How fast did you run your 40 when you tried out for the Cowboys?
When I tried for the Cowboys, I ran a 4.9 and a 5.02.
The problem is you actually
As a DB.
Dude, I'm telling you.
and you were asked to leave immediately. The problem is you actually lost a competition. Your punishment was you were
never brag again.
allowed to brag again about what a great
I
athlete
wasn't
you were.
even bragging. I don't think it's bragging when you just say I was this.
It's not bragging, but it's
No,
fact, right?
It's not bragging. It's lying.
I'm not lying, dude.
You are lying.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to bring a trophy up here. I'm going to bring
your self-esteem
Bring it.
trophy?
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up here.
Is it the same one you got like the Heisman from when you drove the limo
I'm
for the
talking
team and they gave you a
I'm talking about
trophy?
the real thing. I'm
Al
talking
came in with a football trophy. He's like, thought I'd bring this in from my high school days.
Was a
It's my
fake
Heisman.
Heisman?
It was a fake Heisman presented to Al Mack. Al got that for donating a limo for the team dinner
They gave him
and
a
tried to
big
play it
trophy.
off like he wants a...
Al, you know everyone still loves you without the lies.
I'm not lying. Jenna, I've got no reason to lie to you, baby. Back in the day, I'm talking the day.
Baby,
I was magnificent.
8th grade.
I was magnificent.
Okay, I can see you losing your speed and your agility,
I
but you lost your hands as
I
well,
lost
and
step.
your hands don't go away.
Well, see, that's when I went to defense.
No, Al has the number 1 hands on the show.
See that?
No, not catching the
As far
ball.
as massages.
Massaging men.
No.
He got the highest score massaging a man.
No, shit, I did, dog.
Oh, that was you. My bad.
Recognize.
Apparently, there is a soccer player for Watford, the Watford Cheetahs,
Yeah, that was probably me.
named Big Al Mack, who powered in for a score.
That was probably me.
And that comes up under football because that's what they call it over there.
Football.
They stole that from us, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't they steal the name of football from us?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Al, I'm sorry.
What?
There's absolutely no evidence of you ever having played any organized sport
Ever.
in your life.
I'm a cut. You know what? You know what? You'll
Don't
believe-
call your mama. Your mama will lie for her
You
baby.
call my mama right now.
I dated
My
Benet,
mama
who told
will
me
tell
he,
you right
he
now.
would have picked me up in his Porsche, but it got stolen, and his mama backed him up on that
My
one.
mama ain't
You
gonna
know,
lie. You know my
mamas
mama
will
ain't
back
gonna
up their
lie.
line, baby.
You know my mama ain't gonna lie for me.
That's right. A man can go out in a city center and take out a bunch of people with a machine gun, captured on video. Mom will be in court the next day going, he didn't do it. He didn't do
It
that.
was me the whole time.
My mama ain't gonna lie for me. My mom was at every game, running up and down the sideline, just right.
Maybe she was in the game, Alan.
Running up and down the sideline. Oh, you know what I'm gonna bring? I'm gonna bring some film. Because I know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
bring
are.
Some film.
Yes, you are.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Of actual
Of
games.
games.
Do it.
Of
Yes.
you doing something.
I will
Yeah, but you can't tell
apologize.
it's Al.
Yes, I'm gonna bring some film.
How can we tell it's
That's
you?
what dude, you know. I mean,
Will it say Mac on the back of your jersey?
some may,
No.
some may not.
Some may not.
8th grade jerseys don't have last names.
No, some of them actually say Williams.
Nowadays they do. Back in the day they didn't. I never had my name on a jersey. That made me mad.
Al,
for the wide.
Al, this would be like me or JC playing Little League Baseball. You got sent from the inner city to this cushy white boy school.
And I was
you should have been.
dominating.
Your name should still be on the wall on every sport.
Dude, I'm telling
You
you.
even have a good football name, Al Mack.
You were the man.
Dog. Started every year, offense and defense.
Al Smack Mack.
All these other kids there, their moms wouldn't let them play.
Because I was there.
They had to get into Harvard. They don't want to get hurt. Man,
Dude,
Al.
I'm telling you, dog. Then
No,
I hurt my knee in that
absolutely.
spring game in
Spring game.
Skyline.
In the spring
In
game.
the spring game, the red and blue game. Mm-hmm. Went across the middle. Boom, right there. Oh, right, man.
It's funny. I
Never
even
played
put in your
again.
real first name, like
Right.
the longer version of.
Maybe it was that powder puff.
Is there a C in your real first name?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
No K. That was
Right.
messed it up.
Oh, no K.
No.
My
That's
bad.
what it
Well,
is.
okay. Well, there you go. That's where I've been
In
messing
the
up.
fir-
Let me
in the
search
first
that.
name, yeah.
Nothing. All right. Okay. Still nothing. It's ALA, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Keep trying.
Okay. It says here that you were at Medieval Times.
It ain't been a
Yeah,
medieval time.
you were enjoying a meal at Medieval Times watching the Gladiators.
Oh, that was
I'll bet that was recently.
That was probably
Yeah,
after game or post game celebration. Yeah, I got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
No.
Does he ride one of the horses?
I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah.
It's just hard to believe, Al, because people who were good at sports back in the day tend to still
Kinda be
partake
good.
in it.
They don't one day wake up and have the athletic ability of a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah, like
Well, Al-
JC still plays. I mean, he looks for opportunities to play, football and.
JC never made it to the level that I made it.
Al
What are you
did boot
talking
camp,
about?
I mean,
Kelly.
no offense.
Al came out to
Al
play
did
with
boot
us
camp.
one time.
One
This
time,
is-
and what happened?
no-
This is what happened. We get in the huddle. We get in the huddle, and I'm like, all right, guys, what do you guys want to do? And Al's like, I got this, dog. I'm going to go down the middle
Did he even know how to play?
and just throw me the ball.
Just throw it.
I
Just
will
throw it
take
up
care of
there.
the rest.
Somewhere in my vicinity.
So I'm like, all right, Al, just go in the middle. I'll give you a seam route. Boom, right off the snap, okay?
Because you were under the impression
Now,
He's an athlete.
he could play.
He
when you
told
said
me.
seam route, did Al think that was a sewing reference and want to go make pants?
No.
Because that's his latest endeavor.
He pretended to know what I was talking about. So he takes off.
He pretended.
And he does an in route, which is not a seam route.
No.
And he did an in.
It's in scene.
Right,
Hello,
right.
hello, come on.
So I luckily
he ran
saw
an
that.
L, essentially. He
Yeah.
went and cut right.
Instead of going deep,
Instead
he
of going
went
deep.
short.
They had a safety down there.
Luckily,
Did you
I
throw it
saw
to
that.
him?
I threw it to him.
Uh-huh. How'd he do?
Boom.
Right through his hands.
Right
Uh-huh.
Right through his hands,
Yeah.
and got picked off by a high school kid.
Oh, and then intercepted by a high school kid.
Hey, and then, one pass, dog. One hadn't even warmed up. Brother ain't
And-
playing.
Well, you learn not to throw it to you anymore.
And then he
hadn't
said
played
he
in
hurt
5
his
years.
hamstring and sat out the rest of the game.
Oh,
Hadn't even played in
my
like
God.
5,
Al hurt his
5
hamstring
years.
at boot camp, too.
Not good.
Hadn't played in 4 or 5 years. Come on, brother, need to warm up.
I love it when he joined the volleyball league. This is before you came, JC. He was so excited. The
no.
height, you
That's
could play some
Co-ed.
volleyball.
Co-ed volleyball.
That's
right?
my game.
Friendly
right
game.
there. That's my game.
It was so bad they had to have a meeting with him and ask him if he could just bring the beer from now on. You could still be a part of the team, but can you just
They know
bring
I
the
have
beer?
excellent-
They made him the mascot.
They know I have excellent choice in beer
Yeah,
selection.
yeah.
You know,
I agree with that.
So why wouldn't they let you play?
No, they let me play. Every
No,
once in a while.
once.
Yeah.
That first time, they,
You know
You know what,
they were
Al?
so excited when they picked you.
I was the ringer.
Al, I'm
Yeah.
willing to give you another shot to be on our co-ed team, the office co-ed team.
Nah,
If
You're the ringer with a zinger. The zinger is
I ain't
can't play.
I ain't got time, though.
you don't got time.
No,
Yeah, you do.
I ain't got time.
Bring in that film, Al.
I'm gonna bring in the film.
We'll digitize that and put it up on Kid Live.
Yeah, now
What-
you go.
Put the
Hey,
Rudy
what
soundtrack
number were
behind
you?
it.
There you go. No.
What number were you?
What year? See,
What number were you?
23, I think.
Okay, bring in the
84.
film.
Either 23 or 84.
Well, you'd think if you were a star player, that'd be ingrained in your memory
Right.
what your number is.
When I was
Right.
Lucky
running back,
number.
when I was running back, I was 23.
Kelly, I played football, wasn't good at it. I had number 11.
Okay.
But
Wasn't good.
You'll
My
never
number
forget
is
it.
tattooed
Very
on my
rarely
arm.
played.
I
My
was in
number
love.
is
I was in
tattooed.
love with the star soccer player, and I remember his number was
30.
13. I can never forget that.
And when I was center,
Ninth grade football, I had to drink Nutriment, this stuff in a can to hit the weight because you had to weigh over 105
Al,
pounds.
Al just said you played running back, receiver, and center.
I played center 1 year, 4th grade. Yeah.
Same year?
Fourth grade.
Snap the ball to yourself and hand it off?
I was too heavy. They wouldn't let me hold.
Fourth
hold the ball.
grade.
Yeah.
It had to be pretty heartbreaking for your family that you have no athletic ability. Because in that, where you grew up, that's cred, you know?
That's what I'm talking
You got the
about.
basketball court with the chains as the net.
I used to hang on it. Dog, come on. Hang on the back of the house, on the garage, on the telephone pole.
4 feet high.
No, it's about 7 and a half, 8.
I love that.
Remember when we sent Al out to play nurses?
Yeah.
And he lost to nurses.
He lost to a male nurse.
Dude, those nurses were good.
Enough.